Well, Settrington Cup lining up now, the 46 cars that take part in this, walking down in the customary fashion. It will be a Le Mans type start. Start positions have been drawn out of a hat both for today and tomorrow. So there are two races, and these children will have drawn their start positions. And generally speaking, if you draw an early number for race one, you'll be further down the grid tomorrow. For example, you might draw number 2 and number 42. So I suppose the optimum position for both days is to draw a mid-pack start point, which would be something like number 20. If you can do that, then you'll be well placed. It's going to be extremely difficult to identify from the head-on as the cars come towards us, because none of them carries a number on the front. They have a number on the side, and some of them have a number on the rear. Last year we had a double winner, and they're one of our major sponsors here at Revival. Mintex have specially adapted a J40 pedal car into a Mintex pickup and service vehicle. Just a quick bit of history on these J40s, built under license by Austin Motors down in a factory in Wales for disabled miners and some disabled ex-servicemen. 32,000 of these J40s were built, the last one rolling off the assembly line about 1970. They were, of course, in their day sold through the big stores such as Harrods and Selfridges and so on. Many were exported. Many found their way to the USA. Under the bonnet, they've got a little model engine with real spark plugs and a real battery. The lights work, and when driven and pedaled correctly, they go like the clappers. And these children take it very seriously. A double winner last year in the number 41 car. Look out for that car, because it's what I call oily rag. It's not an immaculate restoration. It's a pretty grubby little car, but it took a double win last year in the hands of Archie Collins, who is incidentally a member of Lord March's family. This year it will be driven by his sister Catherine, and she's equally upbeat. She doesn't yet know her starting position, although she thinks she's got an early start for tomorrow, but not such a clever start today. Ages of the children, I guess, having wandered down in the paddock when they were preparing, as young as 5, and definitely no older than 9, that's for sure. And quite apart from anything else, older children and bigger children wouldn't fit in the cars, because these cars are very small indeed and made literally for children to have fun in. And what fun we're going to have today in the Settrington Cup. They will line up on opposite sides. They will do a Le Mans start, race across, jump in the car, and then begin to pedal like fury. The Mintex pickup in the middle of the start-finish straight, building the atmosphere here as we await the start. The checkered flag will be down at the end, held by Sir Sterling Moss, and the Union flag will start proceedings. A chicane has been constructed halfway along the start-finish straight, which they have to negotiate before they get to the checkered flag. So there's a lot of pedaling for these youngsters to do to bring these cars home. It's become a very important part of the Revival day and the Revival weekend. Very entertaining, and most of these youngsters are descendants of people either competing here at Revival or having some involvement in the proceedings over Revival weekend. You'll notice some of the famous names, of course, out there. Their fathers already driving. John Milesevich, number 16, have a look for him. But we're looking for the number 41 car. That is not it, it's a red car. Number 24, you can see where the numbers are. So our job from the commentary position on head-on shots is going to be extremely difficult. There's Zoe Wills, the number 24 in her J40. Her younger brother raced in previous years, so clearly it's Brandon Barnes, a bit of a favourite, number 1. Brandon Barnes went very well last year and was disappointed not to bring it home and claim the victory, so high hopes for him. Now, if you look at the sticker just on the front of the car, you can see their grid position. Just there, if we can have a look just under the steering wheel, there we see 10 and 37. He will start from 10th today, Eli Beard, and 37th on the grid tomorrow. Marcus Pye pointing at his watch, he said it's 11:37. There again, 8 and 30. So it is only at this point that I get to know the grid positions. So 8 is a good, strong starting place. Obviously, Zoe Wills there looking very excited. Number 19, Olympia Verdon-Roe, Bobby Verdon-Roe's offspring, 6 and 41. So you can see, you get the idea, ladies and gentlemen. If they get a good grid position, Oliver Law, Justin Law's youngster, looking very, very professional, I have to say, and very chic. 4th on the grid, number 12, Amber Stanley, and I suspect that Joe Stanley will start the race tomorrow because they have a double entry. And looking like pole position, Charlotte Large, number 28. 2nd on the grid, so pole position is the other side of the tarmac, on the right-hand side as they face down the straight. They're in pole position, there we have it. So who's the lucky driver on pole? First it's a young lady, number 25, that's Libby Cracknell-Boyd. Suspect that the Cracknell, I'm wondering if that's anything to do with James Cracknell. Could well be, former Olympic roast, of course. Jensen Hubbard, number 20. Some of these youngsters really do have the hang of this, and once the action gets underway, it is frantic. Alistair Crossley, number 23. Lawrence Crossley will take the car tomorrow. Anticipation. No helmets. Helmets are not obligatory, it would seem. I cannot remember whether we had a compulsory helmet law last year. Harry Dark, number 3, looking somewhat nervous. There is a clause in the contract which says parents may only enter the track if their child appears to be suffering from stage fright. And under no circumstances can the parents follow the children down the track as they are competing. They have to follow behind or on the grass at a respectable distance, so as not to get in the way. Number 7, Charity Chums, or Chums Charity. Freddie Salmon, 46. Look at the expressions on the faces of these children. Oliver Mitchell, if there was a speech bubble there, it would say, "Another fine mess you've got me into, Daddy," wouldn't it? Brilliant stuff. Puddles, standing water on the circuit. I wonder how that's going to affect them as they roar down to the chicane. The spray will be flying inside off the wheels. The little driver's poised, waiting for the checkered flag as they Tallulah Trafford Lewis. And a period racing helmet there to keep the young lady's hair dry. Sophie Owen is from Holland. That is an international entry, having come through the Dutch qualification process. Sophie leaps in, her feet flying to the pedals, and it's a great start for the red car from 7th on the grid. Neck and neck, then they go down towards the chicane. Everyone's sorting out the positions here. Look at the little feet going underneath, pedaling, pedaling, pedaling. Number 36, what a cracking start that is for Tallulah Lewis. Number 36 in the blue car, but she's not. She's being overshadowed. Out in front though, it's a red car coming down towards the chicane. Need to get a look at the number on the side. It looks like a number 2. Was it Phoebe Watling? No, wasn't. It's a little boy in there. But clear lead now by the red car. Number 77 in 2nd place. 3rd place, that's Oliver Law, is in 3rd in the white car. Is he going to be able to go for 2nd? He's really, really pushing. Look how determined he is. And this car is looking like the number 3. Number 3 car is Harry Dark. It's young Harry Dark. Harry on the front. There he is. Look at the rear wheel wobbling. That's in a puncture. No, it looks out of control. It's got negative camber on the front, but he's managing to hold it. Harry Dark charging then towards the line, and the checkered flag to riotous applause by all the spectators down the bottom. What a fantastic runaway win for Dark, and what a cracking result.
Second Dark podium of the day. This was on the Goodwood Cup
their
trophy.
Competitive instinct from these youngsters. 45 coming through there, that's James Edwards. But number 3 it was, Harry Dark getting victory in the first one.
Ladies and gentlemen, our winner of the first part of the Settrington Cup, Harry Dark. Well done, young man. You're shivering, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, that can't have been nice, doing all that work in the rain.
No.
Well, I won't keep you very long. What's the secret to going fast in one of these? How do you do it?
Training.
Training, I love it. So eating sensibly, going to the gym, yeah, and then you've got to pedal like crazy, haven't you? Well done. I'm going to let you go and get dry. Well done, my friend. Harry Dark, winner of the Settrington Cup.
Here we go then, 46 young drivers get into their J40s, excuse me. There's a little girl from Holland. She pushed as hard as she could. But when Harry Dark got his nose in front, the number 3 red car clearly was intent on finishing at the front, and he did. Once the chicane was inside, huffing and puffing he was, his hair glued to his face with perspiration and rain, making it all the way to the finish, not even a look over the shoulder as Sir Sterling Moss waved the checkered flag to bring this young man home by 10 car lengths from the rest of the field, and he has it all to do again tomorrow. 11 seconds the gap. What a win for Harry Dark.
I mean, I've been insulted by Alan Menu. I've been strangled by Rickard Lydell.
Very grunty Nissan engine in the back, as we heard down there on the start line.